Okay, now we're going to touch on pricing. As I was saying earlier, the market splits into, you've got the compliance market, which is huge, worth about 44 billion as of 2018, and then the voluntary market, which is quite small, 600 million by 2018 as well. The figures I'm quoting are in USD. So pricing, there's huge variance, and that huge variance exists both across compliance schemes and also across voluntary schemes as well. And currently there's a variance of between 1 and 119 USD per metric ton. There is also a phenomenon of what's called junk credits, and these junk credits generally generated under the clean development mechanism. They tend to be priced even under $1. I'm not including these here. And around about 50% of the market consists of prices below 10 USD per metric ton. Now let's first off touch against compliance, the compliance pricing. So the EU Exchange Emissions Trading System, and that prices carbon at around about 25.15 euro as of today, which is the 24th of August 2020. They reckon that the price of 30 euros per metric ton is the point at which behaviours change. And there's a whole series of voluntary schemes, and under these voluntary schemes you have various certification organisations, and these would be the main ones: ACR, CAR, Gold Standard and VCS. They generally pay about $3 to $4 per metric ton. And there's an increasing move towards a nature-based offset. And by nature-based, I mean things that are based on sequestration by forests, farms and fields. And that's grown by about 264% since 2016, so appreciable growth there. There's also a big move recently towards higher quality schemes that offer transparency, both in terms of how carbon sequestration is calculated and also against the schemes that generate the carbon. And those schemes generally charge between $9 and $30 per metric ton. And a typical example of one of these schemes would be on the more industrial end, if you like, would be Indigo Ag, and they're offering 15 USD per metric ton. Now, they're not actually publishing a price, they're acting more as a broker between an offset buyer and a seller, the seller being obviously a broadacre farmer of soy or wheat. So that's pricing. As you can see, it's very, very diverse, and it's one of the the fact that there's no global market and there's diverse pricing that's driving some rather erratic behaviours which are really counterproductive from the point of view of carbon control.